Hi everyone, and welcome to Capacity Planning in Craft.io. This is a dedicated view available in both the Workspace and Portfolio, designed to pressure test your team's capacity, whether you're planning large or small deliverables, or working in quarters, sprints, program increments, or any custom delivery cadence. Product managers often begin with a broad wish list of things they'd like to achieve in a given time period, fully aware that not all of it will fit. Capacity planning helps refine that list to land on a realistic and achievable scope. This video will focus on workspace capacity planning, and we'll be covering the portfolio in a separate video. On screen, we have a list of work items grouped by planning cadence. In this case, we have epics grouped by program increment. We can model different types of planning scenarios by simulating capacity for upcoming cadences, such as PIs, quarters, sprints, or other custom timeframes. We can also adjust the hierarchy to test capacity for other working items, like features and stories. Along the top of the capacity planning table, there are capacity columns which can be customized according to the preferred granularity in resource planning. I have aligned each of my 3 capacity fields to a team: the front end, the back end, and the QA teams. But there's no limitation. Capacity fields can be aligned to other functions, teams, or individuals, and you can also use a single story points field for greater simplicity. This structure simply breaks down work across your chosen resources, helping to expose bottlenecks and dependencies before you commit to a plan. Capacity planning fields are a type of custom field, and they can be created in your workspace and field settings. Click Add Custom Field and select Number. We'll go ahead and label the field, such as the QA team that I created earlier, and before I click Create, I'll make sure the Connect to Capacity Planning toggle is checked. These fields can also be created in the portfolio and cascade to connected workspaces, which is useful for standardizing planning and reporting across multiple product areas. By clicking on the capacity field itself, we can assign a net capacity. This measure could be hours, days, weeks, or beyond, all aligned to your preferred ways of working. Let's take the front-end team as our example. In program increment 1, we'll assume there are 60 working days, taking into account weekends and national holidays. We'll also define the total team members, such as 3, and subsequently we'll apply a percentage buffer to allow for days off and production bugs. This results in a net capacity of 144 days for the PI for the front-end team. For the back-end team, we may go ahead and put 60 days. We may have more people, such as 4 engineers, and we may have a buffer of around 20%. We'll do the same for the QA team, where we may have 60 days per person, 2 QA resources, and maybe a larger buffer of around 30%. We'll also ensure that each of our work items has a clear effort value defined for each function or team. In this example, we'll see that our first item requires 10 days of front-end work, around 10 days of back-end work, and 4 days of QA work. These values may be captured through a combination of collaborative sessions between product managers and tech leads or offline review. These fields can also integrate bidirectionally with development tools such as Jira and Azure DevOps, helping to keep data consistent across the entire product lifecycle. Using our blue toggles, we can now model different scenarios and test the scope of PI1, adding and removing items to simulate cross-functional capacity in real time. You'll notice the capacity bars are color-coded, and as you assign work or change estimates, the colors update instantly according to the effort values of the item. Green means you're within capacity, bright red signals that you're approaching the limit, and dark red highlights significant bottlenecks or over-allocated capacities. When we layer in prioritization fields such as our rice score, we can easily surface those candidate items that are critical and those that could be deferred if needed. This visual feedback makes it easy to rebalance workloads, identify trade-offs, and defer lower priority items, all without needing to run extra reports or switch views. Once you've used your blue toggles to secure the scope, click Apply in your Out-In column to push the descoped items into a future cadence or your backlog. Overall, this gives you confidence in your resourcing decisions, ensures that estimates and workloads stay balanced across functions, and makes it easier to commit to a plan that your teams can actually deliver. Thank you for watching, and happy crafting!